Hello, I'm good. How are you? Type exclamation mark free coaching, guys. All right, I am going to start. So, doesn't work or what? So we have replay analysis. Let me see. So who has posted on my Discord in the replay analysis section? If you've posted there and you're present in the chat, please let me know because I will start with those guys first. Discord link is broken. Is it? Oh, good. Let me fix it. Real quick. Remove comma. Oh, try it now. Should be better. I will not take replays from the chat right now. I will only take it from my Discord. People have already posted on my Discord before. So please don't spam. So we don't have anyone from the fucking replay analysis, guys? Replay analysis from my Discord. Who has posted on my Discord? Is anyone here? We can definitely wait. We can wait, I guess, 5 minutes. You posted? What is your... Which one is yours? What is your name? Now you see, bro, are you Indian? If anyone asks me this, I'm just gonna ban them. Not because I hate Indians or anything, but it's just like a very stupid question. Don't ask me this shit, please. Why does it matter where I'm from? Who gives a shit? Lena Med. What's your name on Discord? Oh, I gotcha. This is for your brother. Is it for your brother? Where is your brother? I need him to be here. I get your Discord link, brother. Type this in the chat. It should be fine now. It had a comma at the end, so it didn't work, but now it should work. Still doesn't work. What the fuck? Wait 1 sec. I did fix it, so why is it not working? It's not about racist. Actually, oh, I misclicked your comment. Sorry, I was doing something else. How do I unban you? What the fuck? I misclicked. Okay, you should be fine now. It's not about racist. It's just like a useless question. Don't ask useless questions. Bro, how do I fix it? Because I did fix it on my end. Wait, let me copy paste it. Ah, I get it. Okay. Guys, you have to copy the link. There's the Discord. You have to copy the link because it's somehow bugged. He is with you. Tell him to... The thing is, like, I can do it definitely, but... Yeah, let's see. The thing is, it's not direct URL, it's just fucking Nightbot issue. Like, I had to give extra info. But could he have done better here? May I ask you why your brother himself didn't send me this? Because I'm getting a bit sus, you know? I think it's one of your friends or your fucking brother who disagrees with you, so you're like making sure to let them know that they're wrong. So pardon me for thinking that, but I've seen this happen before. Hello, Bumika. Lainish, I'm doing replays of the guys who have posted on my Discord. Like, if you guys go to my Discord, there's a section inside coaching which is replay analysis. It's like a forum. If you click on it, you guys will see that there's actually, I'll just make a post. If you want to avail free coaching, join my Discord. Okay, let me just do this. This is much better than whatever the fuck this command is. Real quick. And then go to the replay analysis section inside coaching. Then post your... How do I pin this? Anyone knows how to pin this message? I'll try it manually. There's definitely a way to pin something. I just don't know how. How do I do it? Am I late? No, you're not late. Pin message. Should be good now, guys. I pinned it. Lineish, you're already in the server. That's why. Lion-a-niche. Actually, never mind. Yeah, you are in the server already. How do I pin... pin this? On Twitch. Posted on Discord. Now you see me. Now you see me. Okay, let me see. You're here. Okay. So we have 3 replays right now. Priority is I'm gonna start with Mortar first. And then I'm gonna do Mr. Neuromant. And then I am gonna do Chaz Jadav. We have 3 replays already. And if we have time left, we will do more. But we'll probably have a lot of time left. I'm probably thinking of doing like a 3-hour stream. It depends. If I have energy, I'll do it 3 hours. Otherwise, we'll do a 2-hour. Okay, let's start with Mortar. We have... I've already downloaded this one. I'll keep this in mind. You posted on Discord, but there's people before you, my friend. You're Viper in this one. Okay, guys, this is like a tip for all of you here, by the way. If you play party queue, there's a very high chance you will be playing versus Smurfs. So, my advice would be to not play party queue. Hope that helps. Okay. Right, I'm gonna start with this replay. So, okay, this is insane actually. I won my lane, but I couldn't keep up the lead. Happens most of the time. Alright. Let's start then. Don't mind my bottle, guys. Right, so the first replay we're doing is Ancient 1. Ancient 1. Viper. Actually, I should turn on anonymous mode for future, but I guess for this one we can't do it anymore. Actually, it did work. Fine. So, I'm gonna start with your early items. Your early items are not good. Like, you have to understand that Quelling Blade will not help you as a range hero. It's 100 gold. And it only gives you 4 extra damage. You should buy Quelling Blade if you're playing versus some hero that actually utilizes a lot of trees. That could be someone like Nature's Prophet or someone like Hoodwink. But these 2 heroes you will kind of rarely meet at the mid lane, so you don't need it. The reason why you would want it versus Hoodwink is because Quelling Blade can cut his tree. And in the mid lane, as you see, there's no trees around the mid lane, so he will always have to use his tree to stun you. But with the Quelling Blade, you can cut it. The other thing is that Viper players don't usually buy bottle. Like in 90-95% of the games, you don't want to buy bottle. And because of that, you don't want to leave all of this gold. Like what your build should be is basically double circlet, double branch, tango, and fairy fire. And then you use the double circlet to upgrade into maybe a wraith band and null talisman if you need the mana regen. Or you can just straight up get boots. You also have a really free matchup. Husker versus Viper is super one-sided for Viper, I believe. So it's a good lane for you. But going bottle and then bracer into travels is not a good idea. Like bottle is just going to like diminish your potential to actually harass the other guy. Okay. Yeah, I'll put this slightly high. Okay. The other thing that you want to understand about this matchup is this is very block oriented. If he gets a good block, he can actually lane you. But this is good. I like the block. It's very nice. Okay. So you might be attacking it, but you have to understand a few things in the lane. As a mid laner, as a safe laner, as an off laner, whatever you play, you have to understand the priorities of a few things. Like in the lane, you have to balance between last hits, denies, and harassing the enemy. So since you have like a really good matchup, and you also have basically a way to attack the enemy without aggroing creeps, it becomes much easier for you to practice this. Like for example, if you're playing Drow Ranger, is kind of the same. Actually, give me 1 second. Yeah, so if you're playing like Drow Ranger or Viper, it's really easy for you to do this because you won't aggro creeps. So if you won't aggro creeps, it becomes much easier. So what you have to think about is that, okay, my first priority is last hits, followed by denies, and then harassing the enemy. This is what I call the prioritization method. With that said, if you look at how the creeps are right now, you have nothing to last hit and nothing to deny. So your first instinct should be to right-click this guy with your poison attack, right? Which is what you do, which is fine. But now you have to think about the fact that all of the enemy creeps are hitting the range creep of your side. So if you keep attacking this guy, you will miss this deny. And if you keep missing denies, this lane isn't actually that hard for Husker. He will get a few levels and then he will just like go to jungle. Like as you see here, you're gonna harass him, and now here you have to stop. You have to stop harassing him and you have to focus on this last hit or this deny. So in this case, I think you would prefer denying the range creep over getting the melee last hit, because range creep deny is much more valuable than a melee creep last hit. But if it was like both melees, then you would prefer the last hit. Keep this in mind because it will make you win a lot of lanes. But you see, you click here and then you miss one last hit and you miss one deny. You did harass him, but nothing really changed off of that, and we're missing 3 last hits again and again. And then this aggro here is also very poor because it's like this guy cannot approach the wave. It's kind of impossible for him to do that. You can just go stand here and he can't do anything about it because he will try to use Burning Spear on you, but he will get out damaged and you will get a free kill. So you're gonna like try to deny this, and now if you aggro, what happens is that since your range creep is already dead, these creeps have actually nothing to go on except for you. So you're just taking free damage here because of this aggro. Yeah, this situation is good for you, but you understand what's going on here? You're aggroing creeps. You should not be taking any damage. Like again, we aggro creeps. Why do we aggro creeps? It's like he has a lot of creeps. So if you aggro creeps and he fights you, you will lose the trade simply because he will do more damage. But if you keep using poison attack on him, you want to aggro creeps and he will lose the trade. But since you're like in this position where you're aggroing so many creeps, he out damages you. And you have to keep like a balance, right? Another thing that you can think about and which will really help you is that don't try to attack an enemy who's going uphill. Like for example, you attack him here, it's good. You attack him here, it is good. You attack him here, it's good. And now stop. Why should we stop? Because we have to preserve our resources. He's going back uphill is because like it's like we can get at most one more attack on him, right? But even then it could miss. So we don't want to take that gamble, because that's the last attack we're gonna have, and then he's gonna like run here. We've already like zoned him out, so we don't need to. Like you attack him here, it misses, right? It misses, and now you have wasted a bit of your resources, and you're constantly doing that. Another thing that you have to think about is the fact that if you keep hitting high ground like this, any good player on the enemy side will know that you have high ground vision, and they will buy a sentry and just deward you, because there's no way you can attack him here unless you have vision. Again, you see, you missed the deny. So it's like in terms of like lasses and stuff, you only have 3 lasses and 2 denies, and he has 1, even though he's playing the worst matchup. And since you're missing a lot of lasses, you're also very like away from your bottle. And now you can't kill him. Why? Because we wasted all our mana. So now he can play aggressive. It's kind of like a lot of resources have been wasted. Like this guy is kind of dumb, but he can kill you here. You might not see this, but if he can kind of tell that you have no mana, right? He can see your items. So if he just like walks up and keeps hitting you, and you don't go back, you will die. And this lane is over. Like you will actually win this lane. And the only reason why he's now denying and like standing like this is because you wasted all of your resources on basically really poor attacks. And now you have bottles, so you can actually do stuff. So it's like he dies, which is good. But you have to understand that you can do all of these things Like basically you can do all of these things without sacrificing so many resources. And then now you're going for rune when there's like a big wave here. It's not like anyone's going to steal these runes for you, right? It's like, oh, Witch Doctor's top, Huskar's dead. If Huskar tries to like go for any rune, you know what's gonna happen to him, right? He will just get cooked by you. So he can't actually contest you for runes unless he has boots, which he doesn't, right? He's really poor. So there's no point of you going for these runes right now because you have a wave in front of you. If you go for a rune, you're gonna miss one creep for no reason. And now we missed two. Like, we don't want to do that. And now Huskar is jungling. And you're pushing the lane into him. Like, so when this happens, you have to kind of like change your strategy, right? You scan him, you know he's jungling. So now your strategy should be like, oh, I will no longer max my Q and E. Like, you put 2 points in E. You see, this is a mistake. Because you can't really use this in the lane anymore because he's never going to show up in the lane. You have to start putting points in Nether Toxin and start accelerating your own farm because you can't pressure this guy. It will allow you to take this tower, and then you can just take over his jungle and farm that. And then here again, you're going for the rune when you don't need to. You're full HP, full mana, you have this opportunity to harass the enemy tower, but you're not taking that. Instead, you're going for the rune. But you don't need it. Like, when you go for the rune, you have to understand that what am I giving up? You're giving up, like, you're trying to, like, give him free farm, which you shouldn't. And then you should hit this tower as much as you can. So that you can accelerate your farm. Okay. And on Viper, I don't really think anyone really buys Bracer anymore. People either buy Null Talisman or they buy basically Wraithband. You only want to buy Bracer if you're actually in a lane that where they're like harassing you. The whole point of Bracer is the HP regen. And then again, like if you look at what you're doing right now, it's so obvious from the enemy's perspective, right? It's like, oh, where the fuck is Viper? Why is he not on the wave? He has a ward, but it doesn't take a scientist to like figure this out that, oh, Viper's not showing on this wave. What is he doing? What is more important than the wave? The thing that is more important than the wave is him going to other lanes, which you don't want to do. Now you kind of give up on the fact that I can actually go and kill him. You just take this lane that you have for free and you keep farming it with Nether Toxin. You get level 6, you take this tower with the siege wave that is coming at 5 minutes. And then you just like invade his jungle. You invade his jungle. If he stays here, you kill him. If he doesn't, you keep farming this side and this side. Anyone that walks up to you will just die because you have ult. And then you will get super farmed and you get travels and then you can go to other lanes. That is what your plan should be looking like. But our plan is like kind of like useless. We're just like running around. Like this is the siege creep timing that you have to utilize. But look at what you're doing. Siege creep timing. Gotta use it. Okay, this is good. Where the fuck are we going? Yeah, you see this? This is not good. You have a timing to take the enemy tower. If you TP top right now, you give this Huskar a free lane on mid. And if you TP top right now, you will not be able to take this tower. And then this tower will take maybe 2 or 3 more minutes before it will die. You can go top, maybe get a kill. But in the grand scheme of things, Huskar gets a free lane. He's already level 6, by the way. He's almost the same level as you, just jungling. Right, because we haven't taken this tower yet and we can't pressure him inside his jungle. Right, and now this tower is alive. And then the point of keeping this tower alive for longer means that you cannot farm more. It's like he has more last hits than you do. It's like if he has more last hits than you, this is because he's farming jungle and you're not. Like your job is take this tower, farm these waves, go inside this jungle. If you can't go inside the jungle because you're scared, which I think you shouldn't be because everyone else is really low level and you're really strong until that point. It's like you can't really push this lane and then go back here either because this tower is alive. So you need to like accelerate your farm, get your travel timing super fast. The other thing that you can think about is basically, oh, he's just gonna feed. You see, like if they try to do this shit, they will just die. So it's like take tower and then play off of that. Okay, we got rune, and now let's see what do we do. Try to kill Sven. Yep, this is a waste. Like you need to just accelerate your farm. Let heroes come to you. Like if you farm their side of the map and you put a ward here and a sentry here, then they can't really do anything to you. You'll just kill anyone that walks up and you'll just take their side of the map. And just like another suggestion is you should buy a windlace with travels because your hero is kind of like really slow. But yeah, so far our net worth is decent, right? We have 4.5k, but I think you can have 6,000. The reason why you don't have 6,000 is because you haven't hit a single side camp so far. Like all of the creeps that you have, most of them, at least 50 of them, is just like lane creeps, and you can like do more than that. Yep, you see, the more you delayed taking the tower and playing this area, now they have levels. So when they have levels, they can cook you. This is the whole point. This is why that TP top, or just like going for rune, or like running here instead of taking his tower, and just like having this level advantage didn't pay off for you. You have haste rune bottom, you should use it. Like people think that, oh, once we basically, like our job as a mid laner is to just like go around, keep fighting. You see this guy? It's like he has 62 creeps at 11 minutes, okay? If we go back here, he had 51 creeps at 9 minutes, okay? So in 2 minutes, he only farmed 11 creeps. In 2 minutes, 11 creeps. And if you go further, at 20, okay? 111. So basically in the next 9 minutes, we are only going to farm 50 creeps. You guys think that is good? It's like he has a way to push waves and farm camps without actually being even there. But the player is just running around, trying to do stuff to like impact the map, but that is the wrong way to play the game. It's like, you don't want to run around the map trying to kill people. Just understand that Dota is a game of resources. Like, you want them to stop farming. You don't have to necessarily kill them to do that. It's like, bottom tower is dead, mid tower is dead. They don't have a lot of access to these camps nearby. You guys are like owning them in a sense that all of you are higher net worth than them, right? Your top net worth, Access top net worth PL is also doing decently. So it's like, you guys are already ahead. It's a really bad Huskar game. So we will just win if we keep farming, right? I'm not saying go back to your jungle and take this farm and let them have this jungle for free. What I'm saying is that take their farm so that you scale, and then if they don't get any farm, you will just automatically win the game because you're controlling their side. But every time you don't farm this, someone else is gonna do it. And every single time that you're running from the mid lane to the top lane to the bottom lane, you're wasting a lot of time in the game. Like, just to give you an idea, right? Okay, let's just go back. You basically stopped farming a creep here at 10:55, and then until 11:20 you did not hit a single creep. You see this? 30 seconds of your gameplay entirely wasted doing nothing. Okay, so now that you don't have Viper Strike, what should you do in your opinion? Push in lane and then what? Take rune. Got the rune, okay. And now with this invis, you can maybe try to kill someone, but you should be farming. Like, you should just be hitting creeps. It's just like, so at minute 11, we had 61 creeps, 62 creeps. And now it's like minute 13 almost, and we have 69. It's like, you can apply all of this pressure while still farming. I'm saying you can balance both. Both can be balanced. You see, like, if they farm ahead on their side, both these kills you got where? Inside their jungle. So if you just keep hitting these creeps inside their jungle, then you're gonna chill. Then things are gonna be good. This is a bit scary because you could potentially die if they try. Yep, you died. This is the thing. It's like sometimes you will just overcook. Like, your job in this game is really simple. It's like if you were here basically and you were farming this camp and they try this shit, you would not die. But you're close to the enemy tower, so they can skewer you. If you were like standing here, they can skewer you. But if you're like here farming these camps, this camp, it's like they can't do anything to you. And you're just gonna have like a really good time. And then also, again, you should not buy Force Staff. You should buy Dragonlance, or you should buy Mage Slayer in this case. Mage Slayer is a really good item on this hero. But Force Staff is only good if you actually need it. Like, for example, you're playing versus some Tuskar or some Earthshaker, some Sprout. But if there's like nothing that you need Force Staff for, you can buy either a Manta first item here, or you can buy Dragonlance. Manta is good here because you can Dispel the Silence, which is really good against you because you can't use poison attack. You can Dispel the Silence with Manta, or you can Dispel this guy's silence or dodge his ult. You can do a lot of things with Manta. Manta is really good this game. Or you go Dragonlance so you don't have to put yourself in bad positions. But yeah, it's like now you see it slowly. It's like it's 14 minutes in, we only have 6.6k net worth. Like I'm telling you, you could have had 6,000 net worth in 10 minutes. But we don't have that. Why? Because we're just running around trying to fight non-stop. This is the first time we've done this. First time. And this is like a pattern that I see a lot. It's like people try to do shit on the map that they're not supposed to, and then when they gets punished, eventually it gets punished, right? When that happens, they're like, oh, now that I've died, I'll go AFK farm. But it's actually the opposite. You AFK farm early, and then you actually fight, not the other way around. This is why you had a good lane and you couldn't do anything off of that. It's like now it doesn't feel like, oh, we're actually strong. And the thing about buying Mace Slayer late is that it's not that potent. It's not that effective. Like if you're gonna buy Mace Slayer right now at 16, 17 minutes, or like you're actually gonna get it like 20, or maybe even more than that, then you're actually not gonna, it's not gonna be that useful. But if you have like Mace Slayer at 12, 13 minutes into the game, you kind of become unkillable. But yeah, it's just like, this is like a classic mid lane replay, you know? This is literally a classic mid lane replay that I see in 2K, 3K, 4K, 5K MMR. It's like, it's the same pattern that I see all the time. It's like, they think that, oh, as a mid laner, my job is to just fight 24/7. They don't even consider the fact that they have the second highest priority when it comes to farm. It's like, you guys are seeing this, right? This Huskar is slowly catching up to the Viper. This Sven has already caught up. You know why that is happening? Is because we are not hitting creeps. We're just like running around, doing random stuff on the map that we don't even need to do. It's like, the balance is really simple. You hit creeps effectively, as in, on enemy side, as long as it doesn't put you in a dangerous position. Okay? This way you will continue being really farmed, and at the same time, you will be taking resources from the enemy. Right? Like if you have Mace Slayer and Travels, and you're standing here at 12 minutes farming their camps, what is their response? They can't do anything. Because your hero has like, what, 50% magic resistance, and if you get your spells off and everything, it's just like you just become unkillable. They can't really do anything. So then you'll be really strong and you can do this. It's like, we don't need to go hit the enemy tower. We don't need to go kill enemy heroes. We need to like make them come to us rather than us running to them. If you run to them, they can dodge you, evade you, and you're just wasting your time. But if you're like standing here taking their camps and they're like, okay, we don't have anything to farm, so we have to go kill this guy. Otherwise we can't farm anything, right? So they have like two decisions to make here. They either don't approach you and give up the farm, or they approach you and die, which is like a win-win situation for you. In both these cases, you're not wasting time. The only reason this Sven is like top net worth is because he has 170 creeps. Like this Huskar is out CSing you right now. All he's doing is hitting creeps, nothing else. Like his net worth is eventually going to catch up to you. Like if I go to graphs at minute 20, it's like, or like minute 30, at some point, all of them are higher net worth than you. You want to know why? Simply because you are not hitting creeps and you're just like running around. As a mid laner, please, please, please scale. You're the pause 2. You have the second highest priority in terms of farm. If you think this is the wrong way to play, I would suggest you to just literally do this simple thing, which is like, you go on Pro Tracker, okay? You go on Pro Tracker. You look at how much lasses do the pros have at minute 20. So it's like, this is Malreen's Viper, okay? He didn't even buy Travels, right? He didn't even buy Travels. He has how many CS at 20 minutes? He has 165 lasses in 20 minutes. And he also has ages, and he's also pressuring the enemies, right? And if we do a comparison with this Viper, right? If we go look at the replay of this Viper, right? Scoreboard. If we go last hits in 30 minutes, I think he's gonna have this much CS at 30 minutes. So in hindsight, he's playing 10 minutes behind. There's that big of a gap. Like, it's unreal that you can only have 30,000 net worth in 30 minutes. This is the problem. It's like people just forget to scale. They just never do this. Like if you guys are on my YouTube channel, right? The most recent video that I uploaded, it was like everything a 2KMR mid does wrong. It's like, what did you see in that replay? That was a 2KMR player, by the way. This is a 4KMR player. And it's similar stuff. That guy's also running around fighting, not scaling. This player doing the same exact thing. So it's like, you fix this, you will scale. Like, it's like, Dota is a game of resources. At 10 minutes, you feel really strong. Why? Because you have 5,000 net worth. Everyone else is much lower than you. So your hero is naturally stronger. when we talk about the fact that if you have Mage Slayer here and you stand here, is because the enemy has nothing, so they can't kill you. But at this point, when Sven has much higher net worth than I do, so he will probably be stronger than I am. At 30 minutes, when all of them have higher net worth than I, like if Sven has 24,000 and you have 13,000, how do you think you can actually fight him? It's like when you watch Smurfs, what do you think they do? They scale and they also kill the enemies. It's like if you farm their side, I'm repeating this again and again, I probably sound like a broken record. If you farm their side, or if you're like constantly pushing waves aggressively, but also not putting yourself in like a super bad position, you are gonna be scaling while the enemy doesn't, and the fights will come to you. Like the fights will come to you. If a fight happens, let's just say you're farming here, and a fight happens on the other side of the map, you can just TP there. You don't have to run. If you don't have Viper Strike, don't fight. It's very similar for every other mid hero. It's like, oh, I'm playing Coddle. If you don't have Coddle ult, don't fight. Hit creeps. If you don't have Dream Coil, go hit creeps. Don't fight. It's very similar for a lot of these heroes. If you don't have Pango roll, don't fight. Try to farm. So keep this information in mind. I don't really watch this game more because I can see what's happening, right? It's like, I think you guys can also see what's happening, is that it's the same thing happening. It's like, oh, we have consistently low last hits throughout the game. When the game ends, we have 176 last hits. It's not even 5 last hits per minute, by the way. And just to give you a perspective, a wave will give you 4 last hits and 2 will spawn every minute, and these jungle camps give you 3 at least. So if you don't have at least 10 CS per minute, you're doing something really wrong. Alright, do you have any questions, Mortar? If not, we can move on to the next replay, because you won't really get any more help on this, simply because you're just too poor to play this game. Do you know why a lot of range carries are buying 2 Fairy Fires instead of a Quelling Blade? Quelling Blade gives you 4 damage, 2 Fairy Fires also give you 4 damage. But the Fairy Fire can actually be used to heal. You don't really need to cut trees on range heroes anymore, like you don't really care about that, so because there's not a lot of trees to cut, so Fairy Fire is better. Okay, after this I said we would do Shaz Jadav. Now you see me. Shaz Jadav, like which one of you posted first? Okay, yeah, he posted first, I think. Yeah, he posted first. I'll do this first and then I'll do yours, Neuroman, if you're still here. Alright, Juggernaut. A lot of shit that this guy wants to know. I was the first one to post on Discord? You don't. You didn't. Like, I would encourage you to please open your eyes and see who posted first. It's like, should I do it for you? Or like, I'm pretty sure you can do this yourself. Like, you need to scroll down. There's people who have posted 8 days ago. And the guy who's the Viper posted 6 days ago. Alright, we have a Juggernaut game. He won the game. Is he trying to flex on us? Let's see. Okay. Fury timing is giga bad for no deaths. Definitely something to look at. Manta timing. Because Fury timing is bad, we don't have Manta. We also don't have Windlace after Battle Fury. And Blink third item. Blink third item. This is the type of game where you can't skip Butterfly. Reason because it's not good. Like, you should replace Butterfly with the MKB in this game. Yeah. Okay. I mean, this guy farms fast. He has 4 enlaces in 30 minutes. I think your problem is basically... Yeah, I think you're like Archon 4. If you keep playing like this every game, it's very unlikely you will lose. As long as you can consistently do this, I think you can climb up to lane and even more. But you have to do it consistently well. And the other thing is basically The thing that I would focus on a lot is your free timing. How can I make that better? Because after that, you're playing well. Like I can just see it that you're playing well. And maybe we can look at how you use this network, which would be post minute 20. I don't think your patterns are bad because if you can get 4 enlaces in like 30 minutes, you know what's up. And the fact that you did not even buy butterfly third item, even more impressive. Oh, the problem with this replay though is that it's really old. I can't download it. It has to be less than 8 days old. It's been what? Yeah, it's pretty old. Like 10 days old. You can give me another replay, which is similar. Oh, we have a lot of posts. Guys. Um, just for information, I do this almost every weekend, right? So I announce on my Discord when the next class is going to be. So you post beforehand, but the catch is that you have to be present on the stream. Otherwise, you will not qualify. Because I prefer people who are on the stream so that it's actually like fair for them. Yeah, I can review all rules. Carry, mid, offlane, any rule. And the only Shaz. Shaz has priority right now. Shaz, if you have another replay, please give that to me. That is not older than 8 days. The Viper one is a classic, holy shit. It's amusing to me that when you look at the mistakes of people in lower MMR, it's very similar. Like all of them kind of do the same thing wrong. Like I've rarely seen a guy who has good farm and still somehow loses the game. Like this guy is 0 deaths. Like it's impossible for him to lose this game. He's playing well. I mean, these deaths at the end, I don't know how they happened, but and then the other thing, the reason why this game is even like this hard to play at the first place is, yeah, the Drow is also playing well. It's like the only way you can actually make this game hard is if the enemy team is also playing really, like this Drow is playing well as well. Like this guy and this guy, they're both performing above their skill level. Like every now and then you get a game like this. But I'm 100% sure if you open this guy's Dota buff or this guy's Dota buff, you will see that this doesn't happen every game. If this happened every game, there would be much higher MMR. Because this is like a performance above your MMR bracket for sure. But the catch is that you have to make sure that this happens every game. Drake's Hell, there's a lot of people before you. There's at least 2. Okay, so yeah, we have basically Shaz, and then we have. Why would people submit a replay where they play better than average? Seems like it'd be better to do a below average replay. I don't think it matters that much. New match, hero draw. Alright, we got a new hero. How to deal with AFK teammates as carry? I don't know. You see, now we have a game where the net worth is super low. So you see, the consistency does not exist. That's why we suck at the game. Oh, why failure? Let me restart my game. Like, we just had a jug game with 400 lasses in 30 minutes, and now we have this draw game. It's the same player as well. Consistency matters a lot, guys. I hope this replay downloads. It failed before. Should be fine. I think this is a pretty good draw game, personally. You just have to... Yeah, it is very good draw game. The only problem you have in this game is tiny. So you should be able to carry this. Mr. Sulal Asif, I'm telling you this for the last time. You are not the first one. They're like I don't understand. Actually, I would actually show you, but it's like crazy how you don't understand this. But let me just show you actually. Okay, so window capture Discord. Okay, this I'm doing just for you because apparently you can't understand. So this is the section, right? You posted here 36 minutes ago, right? 36 minutes. This is you. What about these guys? 6 hours ago, 13 hours ago, 3 days ago, 6 days ago. What about these guys? Like, are you sure you're the first one who posted? Please don't ask me this again. If you ask me this again, I'm not gonna do your replay because it's like you don't want to use your own brain either. It's crazy. How many? Like, I try to do like 2-3 hours of replays, as many as I can. All right, let's start this one. Okay, same thing as the Viper one. Don't buy Quelling Blade unless you actually need it. In this case, you don't. They have to be present. They are present, guys. They are present. Who do you think I'm doing this for? They are here. Like, this, the guy that I'm doing right now, like the Viper guy is this guy, this mortar guy. 6 hours ago, and he also posted 6 days ago. And the guy that I'm doing right now is this guy. So it's like, Ratan, they are here. Like, so yeah, I'm not gonna talk about this shit anymore. Okay, so yeah, don't buy Quelling Blade. Simple logic. Your build should be wand into double Fairy Fire. That's the most amount of stats that you can get. You won't have to spend 150 gold on upgrading your stick, and you can just get tangos later on. Just keep that in mind. Bro, it's like I'm doing free coaching for you, and you have to be annoying. It's like crazy. It's like, it's not my fault that you guys weren't here last stream, and it's not my fault that before I did the first stream, you guys did not see my post on Reddit and wherever. It's not my fault, literally. So it's like what am I supposed to do here? So same thing as before, Mr. Drow Ranger. Like, this is the same thing as the Viper game. Just go and right click this Necro. What is he gonna do? If you frost arrows him right now instead of hiding here, what is his response? You see, you're like doing nothing here, which is not good. It's like, They can't kill you, they can't harass you, they can't reach you. This is like a basic understanding of kill threat. It's like Necro doesn't have a way to reach you that easily because he's gonna be slowed, and you have a lot of attack range compared to him. The attack range that you have is 625. This guy's attack range is only 500, and his Q doesn't have a lot of cast range either. And Rubik can throw you onto him, but Rubik doesn't really take Q level 1. So you've just given this Necro free lane. Yep. We just gave him free lane. Like, this is a matchup that is super favored for you. Like, this guy should be crying in this lane. You're playing Martian Drought. Yep, just keep hitting him. Look at what happens to him. He gets cooked. Get this last hit, cook him again. This is not good. Always remember, your clicks in the lane matter a lot. Like, your clicks in the lane matter a lot, okay? Let's just go back. So your clicks in the lane matter a lot. If you click incorrectly even once, you will be missing a lot. So we talked about the prioritization system. Last is greater than denies, and then harass, right? So right now when you see this wave, there's nothing to deny, nothing to last it. So your instinct should be right click this guy because you have frost arrows, you want aggro creeps. This is good. And now you stop, right? You should deny this creep. Good. Now you get this, and now do you have anything that you see that you can last it or deny? No. So go hit him. But you're gonna hit this melee creep after this attack. No, don't hit the melee creep. It's a wasted attack. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's a 3v3, right? The lane's gonna stay static here. We don't need to do anything. Keep hitting the Rubik. Keep hitting the Necro if you can. But you see, you aggro. And the reason why this is bad aggro is because you have the advantage right now. Necro is playing on the back foot. If you aggro here, you let him aggro these two creeps towards there, so you won't be able to deny them. You have the advantage right now, and you should literally just stay here. Don't let him walk up. If you let him walk up, he can aggro these creeps. He gets 2 lasses for free, which is exactly what happens. You aggro backwards, he aggroes there. Oh, now he's happy. You don't want him to be happy. You want him to be sad. Click him again. Again, same thing. Keep doing it. Off cooldown. Literally. This is impossible lane for them. You guys got level 2. Necro or Rubik, both of them should be dead. But the reason why they're not dead is because we didn't play this well. And then another thing, which is really important, is understanding how creep equilibrium works. Okay? So you see this situation, right? You don't... Basically, you have a range creep. The enemy does not have a range creep. This basically tells you that this lane is going to push into the enemy. And if the wave pushes into the enemy, you can't harass them as effectively as in this position that you are right now, because they have to run all the way back here. But if this is like closer to the tower, they don't have to run that much and you can't kill them. So now you have to figure out a way to not let this lane push, and the easiest way to do that is to aggro these 2 melee creeps onto your range. Your range creep dies, this creep is already low HP, and as a result, this lane won't push into the enemy. But since we don't do that, look at what happens. Now you have a double range creep, and now that you have a double range creep and you don't aggro these 2 creeps onto your double range creep, this lane is gonna giga push. And when the lane giga pushes, I mean, you guys might get a kill, but now the lane is pushed and now they're happy. Now we can't kill them. But yeah, I think you need to do the prioritization thing a lot more. Like, you should be clicking this guy non-stop. Like, this is a wasted click here. These clicks should be used on this Necro. You should only click a deny or a last hit if it's actually at the last hit. Otherwise, like, for example, why are we standing here? Why not move forward here and click this guy? What is he gonna do? Like, what's his actual reaction? He can't do anything. It's impossible. And then again, wasted click here. You can keep chasing him, you know, he doesn't have boots. And I think your courier has what? Your courier has boots and magic wand, which is incorrect. You should always get Falcon Bait first, unless it's a lane where you actually need boots to survive, which you don't. So if you get like Falcon Bait, you would get Sage's Mask and Blades of Attack, which means more damage, which means you have more mana to harass this guy. And when you do that, this lane is over. Like, you have to understand that you're giving him too much in this lane. And even then, he has 10 lasses and you have 14. You gave him first wave for free as well, if you remember. So if you don't let any of those things happen, then this guy will actually either just be feeding in lane non-stop, or he would have nothing. Now look at this example again. You're gonna press multi-shot to harass him when you don't need to, and this pushes the lane because you're right-clicking it, right? Again, lane is pushed. Why are we doing this? It's like we lack the understanding of where we want the wave to be and what it leads to. It leads to kills. It leads to you not dying. And then the other part is that it's like if the wave is here and this guy has to go last it and you're like constantly on his ass pressing frost arrows, he has a choice. He can either go forward and die or he gets nothing. So in this lane, this is kind of like the same as playing Viper versus Huskar or playing Huskar versus some Ember Spirit. It's literally the same thing. Yeah, I'm just gonna fast forward this laning phase because it's not gonna happen the entire time. If you're not gonna do that, Necros is gonna free farm, which he is. Like he has 16 latses and you have. Like I just see this player and I'm like zero understanding of kill threat. This is like usually a big problem for people. It's like he's clicking this guy. He's fine. Necro already used his Q. Necro already used his Q. Q is on cooldown for 7 seconds. So why are we running away and not just right clicking this Rubik to that? We're running away, look. Gonna run away. This thing is on cooldown. The reason why the Drow Ranger has a poor understanding of kill threat is because she hasn't really thought about what the enemy heroes actually do. First wave, we stood here because we don't actually know how they can harass us. They actually can't harass us. Like in this position, if we just keep chasing Rubik, we can't die. The reason why we can't die is because Necro just doesn't have enough damage. Rubik already used W. Rubik already used Q. We will get a kill and we'll still run away. But we don't know these things. We're not thinking about these things. And since we're not doing that, Rubik gets away, as you can see. And also the fact that we have 30 more movement speed than the Necro does. So much potential in this lane, completely wasted. I feel like you should have like at least 20 denies right now, and this Necro should be dead at least 1 or 2 times. Like you should have 3 kills, and you should have 20 denies. And you should also have 1 point in Gust here. Yeah, now you're just getting like out-mogged by the Necro because of poor understanding of lane and lane mechanics. You see, like, you saw the last Jug game, guys, same player, and then you see this, and then you kind of understand why the player is still stuck in Archon. It's like, if the net worth isn't high, like in this game, he ends up having low net worth. The reason why he has low net worth is because of like these small laning mistakes that he's making. And in the Jug game that we also saw from the scoreboard, his battlefield timing was really late, but after that he played well, right? So my guess is that the reason why his battlefield timing was late is because of these same exact mistakes. And the other thing is that you're playing in a lane where there's a lot of magical harass. Like all the harass they have is actually magical. They don't really right click. So you should get raindrops. Like you're playing this lane for survival when this is a lane where you should be playing to kill the enemy. And then we're also maxing our frost arrows, not our E, even though we're playing defensive. It's like if you're playing defensive, what's the point of like maxing this spell? So you should be maxing multi-shot so that you can actually push the lane. And it's like we never click him. We just never click this guy. Okay, let's fast forward. I mean, this whole thing will lead to like a lot of things actually. It's like now you're gonna have like a poor net worth and like it's like because our lane has been going so poorly, now it's like 8 minutes. Usually by this point, if your lane goes well, you can just push the lane and farm side camps, which propels you, right? You could potentially have 6,000, 5,000 net worth at 10 minutes in this game. But that's not gonna happen, right? Because of what's going on. Like you have 2.8k at 8 minutes. You're not even farming side camps, so you're gonna end up with 3,000 net worth at 10 minutes. And then imagine if you own this lane the way it's supposed to be owned, and you get to farm these side camps as well. But that's not happening. Like as soon as Necro's gonna get level 6, you'll be forced to leave the lane as well because we're just playing on low HP. Yep, he is level 6 and he should have died, but Necro doesn't have mana, so. But yes. Now we're running to base. Amazing. You ran to base on the same HP that we came back to. It's crazy. Because we don't want to buy raindrops. But yeah, this is just like all of this game is because of your laning phase, by the way. All of it. Like If you just change this game is like 20x different. Like, you just don't have net worth to work off of. Like, you got a triple kill here, fine. But even after the triple kill, we only have 4.5k net worth at 11 minutes. It's like, this is a game where you need to buy Yasha, and then you need to buy Ags, right? Because you're playing versus Necro. You buy Yasha Ags and you scale so much, and then at some point you buy Butterfly. It's like none of these heroes can be on top of you, right? Because they don't really have jumps. If this guy buys a Blink Yule, you will have a Pike at some point if you're scaling well. And then Tiny can't kill you because you'll have Butterfly. So not only do you have a lot of HP, you will also have evasion, so they can't kill you. And when they can't do that, you win the game. But what happens is that we get our Ags at 23 minutes. And then we never get to even get any items. We just got Pike and Ag, so you're never gonna win this game because he's like double your net worth. And this is all off of your laning phase. I'm not even kidding. If your laning phase is better, and then obviously our laning phase has been so poor, and then we're also maxing spells that don't really help us come back into the game. Your third spell is going to help you come back into the game because it's a farming spell, right? You're already behind. But we're maxing Q, putting some points in W, and they're at level 7 when we should have at least 3 points in this, or this should be max. We only have 2 points in this, so we can't really recover either, right? And then the other thing is that if you notice, you don't even have neutral item at 11 minutes because you didn't hit any side camps. So it's like, in my opinion, there's no more point of watching this game more. Like, if you fix your laning phase, that would be enough for you to win this game because it will propel you to a better timing, and better timing means your game will be much easier, right? Why do you end up losing this game is because you don't have any items. Like, you could argue that, oh, like, if we end up in this situation, maybe it's like useful to understand how we can come back. And this player can come back. All he has to do is just hit creeps. But the issue is that he doesn't have spells to hit creeps. He doesn't have items to hit creeps because his build is wrong. So you can't do it. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna close this, and I'm gonna show you the build as well. The build that is like, the builds, like, because your build is not good. If you're like going for the Axe build, don't buy Dragon Lance first, buy Yasha first. And if you don't buy Axe, then it's like different. But in this game, Axe is good. Like, just strictly off of this game, like, you want to buy Axe, why? Because they have healing, right? So it's good to buy Axe versus Necro and this guy, and also Axe gives you a lot of HP. Like, realistically, you would be around like level 15 when you have Axe, right? And this would be your talents, and this would be your build. The rest of the points you will put in stats because you don't really need more points in this. And then you would have Falcon Blade, this, Wand, Yasha, and you would have Axe. So you already have around 2100 HP, right? 2100 HP, so you're already super high HP for them to not be able to burst you, right? And then after that, you can talk to yourself that, do I need Manta in this game? I don't really think you do. They don't really have, they have like one route, and I think it's really hard to land, so you can skip it, right? What you can do at this point is that you can get Lance, and then you can, like, considering that this guy has a blink, right? It would be good to buy a Pike, and then you get Pike. And then you have 2400 HP. With Strength Res, you have 2600, and after that, you just get Butterfly. Now you have Butterfly, okay? And then you would always be higher level, so you would take this talent as well, so you have like mobility in fights, right? You run really fast, so you can kite. So it's like when you have these items, right? And there's like a tiny an enemy team. The only guy who can actually jump you with Blink. Let's just say there's like a level 20 tiny. The only threat in the game, particularly because other heroes should not be able to reach you. If they reach you, you're doing something wrong. It's like we have a tiny who has basically the heart, okay? So this tiny is going to like jump you, right? And he's gonna try to hit you, and you're gonna lose only this much HP. And then you just pike him and just kite the fuck out of him and eventually just kill him. That's it. But the problem is we never got any items in this game. Alright, do you have any questions? Mr. Jazz. No questions. All right. Okay, now we have Neuromant. Can I change replay? Yes, you can change replay ID. Okay, can I change replay ID? Marcy was not playing passive. You were playing passive. You didn't do shit in that lane. I would probably 1v2 that lane easily. Because they're like double range heroes with no jump. It's like dream lane for Drow. And if you keep them low HP, Marcy can just go on them at any point and you'll get kills. We had a good start and we lost. We blame the off lane. Okay, another mid replay on Quap. Blaming the off lane. Okay. Ah. It's a good matchup for Quap. Favorable matchup. But as I mentioned, guys, what did I mention at the start of this stream? You play party queue, there's gonna be smurfs. Look at this guy, level 4 Storm, 300 games. This guy's probably not a smurf. This guy's also probably not a smurf. But yeah, they have like one guy who's a smurf, but I don't think he's that high rank. If he lost his lane to a Crusader, definitely not high armor. But if he won the lane, oh, he did win the lane. Yeah, he is a smurf. If he's out. Yeah, your build is also incorrect. You don't max Scream versus Storm. And guys, let's look at something before we go. Pop's net worth, guys. 9 kills, still not 10k net. 12,000 net worth with 10 kills at 30 minutes. Guys, please hit creeps. Please, please. If you're a core, please hit creeps. I beg you. Look at Storm. I mean, Storm also has no net worth. It's like everyone is the fucking same. It's like no one has any net worth. Like, I open any game, right? It's like... I open this game, okay? 18,000, 18,000, 15,000, 15,000. Look at the net worth of everyone in this game. It's like 17, 15, 16. Everyone's just farmed. Hella farmed. Fucking Techies has 20,000 net worth. 40 minutes. Pause 4. Okay, my friend on Quap. First of all, you need to use a decent amount of your gold at the start. Like your build should be 4 branches. Like you should add 2 more branches into this and then Fairy Fire. Why? Because if you have 4 extra damage, it will be much easier for you to last it. Like this guy has 58 damage, you have 56. So he will outlast it you, and mid lane is all about CS difference. You want to think about that. Oh, late smoke. This is some high level shit. This word is a bit sus, but if it shows you the rune, I guess it's fine. Yeah, here, time wasted. So this lane, like first of all, you should kind of understand that the lane you're playing is favorable for you. Why? Because Storm is like, he is a range hero, but he's kind of a melee hero, and melee heroes struggle versus Quap because Quap can just dagger them and then it's like beat the shit out of them, right? So if the block is on his side, you can't really do it. It's the same concept as on the side lanes, right? If you're playing safe lane and the wave is here, you can't really harass the enemy. Similarly, the mid lane is much shorter, and if a wave ends up here, you will not be able to harass the storm. Another thing that a lot of people forget is that when you're under the tower range, you get additional HP regen and armor. So if you try to harass him here and he has that effect under him, he will out harass you. So in this case, instead of just like doing nothing here, you should go back and you should block so that you make sure that that doesn't happen. And then when you block, you have to kind of make sure that your camera follows you. Basically, your camera should be like this. It follows you, but your camera is like, oh, you're dragging it. You're dragging it a lot, right? Which makes blocking hard. The Viper replay that we did is a good example of how you actually want to block. So that's like something that you can think about and make your blocking better. Okay, so we talked about the prioritization method. This is the third laning phase and I'm talking about it. Nothing to last it, nothing to deny. What should we do? Hit this motherfucker. Another tip for you mid laners is that a lot of people don't know this, but there's a way to attack the enemy without actually aggroing creeps. How does that basically work? So aggro is global. If you A-click anyone right now, aggro will go on cooldown even if you don't aggro any creeps. So basically, the aggro range is 500, right? If you issue an attack from outside of the 500 range, let's just say 600 range, and your hero goes into the creeps and attacks that guy, if that attack happens during the cooldown, the creeps will not aggro on you. Basically, at this moment here, if you right-click him, right? If you press right-click on him right now, you're outside of the aggro range, your hero will go and hit him once, and the aggro is still going to be on cooldown, and you won't aggro any creeps. This way, you can actually harass him without aggroing creeps, which is like the best case for you. So it's kind of like, to shorten it up, you issue an attack right now, aggro goes on 3-second cooldown, you have 3 seconds to attack him without aggroing creeps. That's it. But since you have low attack speed early on, only one attack is usually going to be possible. But if you don't even do that, okay? You see, he attacks you and you don't. This is why I know this guy is much higher skill than you. And then as soon as you see him, he's just like right-clicking the range creep, so he pushes the lane into you. Boom. Now you're gonna get out-harassed. Why are you getting out-harassed? He has more creeps than you do. Already low HP. You've lost the lane. This is a matchup where you're better. And then this E usage is poor because you want to keep your Scream of Pain for the range creep. Since you don't keep it for the range creep, he gets a free deny to you. This attack was good. But yeah, he's like cooking you. Yep, you've already lost the lane. This lane is just like so Jover. And the problem is that you will get the bottle, but he will also get the bottle soon. This is a lane where you should be doing well. And then another thing, you're already low HP, right? You're already low HP. You know that you can't really play in front of this guy. So you need to figure out how to like keep the wave in a position where you're not exposed. Which means that you go back here and you start blocking this again. So that the next wave ends up here. Like this creep will instantly die. It will instantly die. And this next wave will end up on your high ground. And then you can easily last it without actually feeding. But now that you don't do it. And he didn't block. But if he was actually super good, right? He would block and the wave would end up here. And then you have to deal with the fact that, oh, I'm like low HP. While Storm is like so high HP. And I don't really have Blink. So he will like zone you out of the wave. And if you go for the wave, he will kill you. That's how simple it is. So now the wave is still in his good position. But he's kind of like bad. I don't think he's like a high rank Smurf. He can do a lot here. But you see, you can't go to the wave. So he's like out CSing you. 9-1 versus 3-2. Okay. The other thing is that the more points you have in your queue right now, the better it is for your hero. And the better it is for this matchup. If you plan on taking your queue, you better take at least 2 points. And otherwise, don't take it. 1 point in queue is insanely useless. It doesn't do anything. But 2 points in queue is actually really good. So it's kind of like if you put the second point in Shadow Strike right now and use it on him, he would get out-traded easily. But since you only have 1 point in this, you only have Scream, he's just going to cook you in this lane. Like when you want to max Scream and your Blink. And then you do that in matchups where you feel like you can't really harass the enemy. Yep. He's zoning you out. If you had 2 points in your Q, you could just use Q on him and keep hitting him and he can't lane. But he can. Yeah. Like he's out CSing really hard. Like this is a matchup where it's kind of like funny, but all 3 matchups that we've seen, the guy who's supposed to go on is not owning. Like we're on the back foot here. Sad. Okay. Well, at least the co-op has a backup in mind. Is that okay? If I'm bad at laning, I'll just farm. So he's like stacking for himself. I mean, he's compensating, but it's like it's still better than nothing. But honestly, it's like you're supposed to just own this lane, and then you're not supposed to like. It's like he has 27 last hits. He's just having the game of his life. Much higher, not much higher net worth than you because he has to spam region. But think for a second that you actually have like your Q 3 points right now, and he can't really like lane you. And the other problem is that like this Storm feels like he can't lane you right now because he feels like you're stronger, right? So he's just jungling. And now in this moment, if you push in the lane to him, it's not good. Why is it not good? Because he gets away for free, which he feels like he won't get. And the other thing is that there's no point of pushing this lane because we can't really do anything more. Rune is gonna be here in 35 seconds, so we have to actually push the next wave, not this one. And the other thing is that we can't really go and farm these side camps because if we actually go there after pushing this lane, we'll end up with low HP and mana. We can't contest the rune. So in this case, you just keep this wave as it is. You don't want to push it. Like if you push it, then Storm's just gonna get this wave for free. Storm is good, you see? It's like he makes sure. I mean, he's a bit bad in the sense that he didn't make sure that he has a good mana and HP to be ready for rune. Okay, we got Invis. Okay, good rotation. What the fuck? Okay. You're gonna go mid. I feel like you are dead, or you should be dead, but let's see. Does Storm have Vortex? He does have Vortex. He can die for sure. Oh. Clutch mango, actually, I have to say. Okay, you wanna know why you lived? The only reason you lived is because they stacked up their stuns. They're gonna Vortex and stun at the same time, but if they don't stack their stuns, you are dead. And the reason why I said that you will die, and the reason why I said that they even tried to go on you is because you had no mana. And while I said that their rotation is good, the problem with that rotation is that it took too long. Like in this position here, you push in the lane, you go top, you make it really fast, right? Then you can just TP back. But in this case, like this is the extent of your rotation, you don't stay here for longer. Because if you stay here for longer, what happens to your mid tower? Boom, 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 boom. He's just hitting your tower. And then once you're like forced to go to base, they will get this tower and this rune. Okay, good thing Silencer TP'd. What's Silencer's MMR? Should be... Fuck. Silencer is Legend 3. Highest MMR in this lobby. And I want to see this rotation again. So you have Sonic Wave. You know Silencer's mid. So you TP top. And... Okay. Okay. Get bounty, run mid. Yeah, this is where the problem is, Postman. What do you think the issue is here? It's like This sequence of events that happened before, like your TP killing and then going mid, is perfect. You push in this lane, and now 30 seconds left of your minute. You don't have Sonic Wave, you don't have resources, right? So there's also 30 seconds before Rune. You can actually not do anything, right? Because you don't have resources. Resources isn't just your mana and your HP, it's also your ultimate. Like you can't really kill anyone with what you have. So in this position, you should just go and hit these camps that you stacked, and then go to base, and then TP for Rune again, or TP top. But what do? Push in wave. Not pressure tower is also bad because we see storm top with no TP. So you should either pressure tower or you should go farm these camps. But you're doing none of that. You're going to take bounty and then you're like, oh, let's try to kill bottom. You skipped power rune, which is really bad. If you're like a mid laner, your first priority should be rune every single time. Because if you don't get the rune and this guy does, oh my god, storm with the regen. He's gonna TP bottom soon if he gets his TP. You're making a rotation, but you don't have ult. So it's like, it doesn't work out. You get one kill, but Storm has regen. Storm has regen, so what are we gonna do about that? Let's see. And we're now wasting time again. It's kind of the same thing, you know? Same thing as the Viper game. It's like super hyper focused on just trying to kill the enemy again and again, even when you can't. It's like there's like a lot of downtime. Now the Storm with the regen is here, and he's just like cooking your team. If you didn't have regen, you can't really make these moves. And if you had regen, your moves would be better. But yeah, you have to hit creeps, my friend. Like, yeah, we haven't taken a rune since like minute 6. It's not great. There's a wave on your face that you're ignoring. Why? Like here, there's a wave on your face that is going to give you 300 gold. These camps are not going to give you 300 gold, but this wave is. And there's no urgency to farm this right now because if you look at the timer, it's 12:34. You have 26 seconds to farm or stack this. It will take you around 5 seconds to farm this wave, and then you can come back here and stack this, go to base, get some mana, come back, and then farm this. But what do we do? Edge. This is so painful to watch, actually. And now we're gonna miss the next wave as well. Fuck. That's 600 gold down the drain. 600 gold, guys. We're TPing bottom. Storm has arcane now. Storm has arcane now. Fuck. GG. Oh, you wasted it. Okay. Right? Wasting time just jogging. My friend. Just try to understand this thing, guys, as mid laners, is that Dota is like when you play Dota, the worst Dota that you can play is forced stuff. Things should naturally happen. Things should naturally happen. You know what I mean by that? It's like, oh, I'm chilling here farming this camp. I see that, oh, these guys are fucking around here. I TP, get a kill. That's it. Naturally happened. I didn't force it to happen. Okay? But when I do something like, it's time for me to gate top. Okay? I'm gonna gate top. Nothing has happened yet. There's no, there's nothing that has happened. Okay? Nothing that has happened. Now I'm gonna waste my next 50 seconds just chilling here. This 50 seconds, I could have been pushing mid wave. I could have been taking mid rune. I could have been farming these camps. But what am I doing? I'm just like waiting. Let's see, guys. How many seconds? 20 seconds. 30 seconds. Okay, something finally happened, but it didn't change anything. So 50 seconds, a minute. Did not hit a single creep. Did not hit a single creep for more than a minute. Also, Mr. Storm has runes. He's just happy. He's getting all the runes in the world. And guess what, guys? Storm is top net worth, even though Quap has 6 kills while Storm has only 2. Wanna guess why? You see this number? You see this number? That's why. Okay, this is natural. This is natural, by the way. Why is this natural? You were farming nearby, fight happened, you go in, press E and Alt, get 3 kills. Okay, now that this is done, back to farm. Push out mid-wave, get rune. This is what we want to do. But what will we do? Let's see. Rune is like, it's been 10 minutes, we haven't even seen a rune actually. It's crazy. Mid lane is just constantly pushing into us. And no one's doing anything about it. It's your job to deep push it. Are we gonna play for 18 minutes rune? Okay, guys. Interesting, right? Oh, team smoked. They're trying to go. Like, this is so insane. There's a wave on your face. Like, I'm talking about all of Dire here, not co-op. There's a wave pushing on your tower. Tower's gonna die. No one's deep pushing this. This is what the enemy sees. Nothing on the map. No one dewarding. No one deep pushing top. So it's like, where are these guys? What could they be doing? Oh, they're smoked. And the funny thing is, this guy is just like oblivious. He's just oblivious. He doesn't see any of this. It's crazy. And the fact that co-op TP top just to make this move is like forced move. Does not lead to anything. You guys got a kill on Sand King and then what? Nothing. Storm is still gonna get the rune. Rune is bottom, so he doesn't get it. But we wasted global for Sand King, right? So Storm can have a free game. And now we don't have resources to fight, so we just forced a fight that we can't win. And now, even if I don't die, my entire team is going to feed, right? Because they have the wrong idea. And GG. It's like, this is gonna keep happening. So this is like the biggest thing that needs to be changed. It's just crazy. Do you understand why Storm only has 2 kills and you have 9 kills and he has 1,000 more net worth than you? I'll just press the button and I'll let you see it for yourself. You have 9 kills, by the way. It's impossible for you to get 9 kills every single game at 20 minutes. So if you, like when I see you play like this and not hit a single creep in your downtime, right? Basically what I'm trying to say is that you can do both. You can get kills and you can get farm. But right now you're only getting 1. You're not getting any farm, right? So let's just say you're in a game and you're trying to do these same things, right? You're going left and right and you get 0 kills and you're also not farming. What do you think is going to happen to you? Like, I will actually, just for the sake of showing you guys this, right? I will show you a game of this guy. I'll go to his Dota buff. Right, I'll go to his Dota buff. Or maybe we can just click on this. He has a rampage, right? Like, let's see if he... This is... So, he basically had 8 kills again in this game, but no last hits. I'm gonna find a game where he doesn't get any kills, okay? Where he doesn't get any kills, and let's like kind of like see what happens to him when he doesn't get any kills. Is this a game where he doesn't get any kills at the start? See, where is this Slush? Another game where he has kills, but not as many. Not as many. OD is a hero, but OD doesn't farm. But let's just see the OD. Okay. Just to show you, it's like you're relying on a factor that is not reliable. That is my point. You can reliably hit creeps in every single game that you play. No one can stop you from doing that. But it's very unreliable and unrealistic to think that I will always get 10 kills at 20 minutes every game. Because if that doesn't happen, your entire gameplay just suffers. It's like you just fall apart because like, oh, how do I play the game now? I don't have any creeps and I don't have any kills. So what's the move here? How do I play the game? You know? So you have to like understand that this is like very important. Is that you have a balance and you do both these things. So this is a game where he's playing NP, right? And he gets... In this game, he actually has a lot of creeps. 3 kills, but has more creeps, so it actually has decent net worth. And my guess is that the only way he has these creeps is because of his ult. But you see the difference, right? It's like he actually farmed creeps, so he has decent net worth at 10-20 minutes. And he can farm more creeps than this. So this is the main thing. This is the reason why it's like you guys are saying that, oh, we blame our offlane. We blame our offlane, but what about this co-op? It's like co-op has lower net worth than PL and Kanka. And then if you look at the last hits of PL and Kanka, they're higher than the co-op. If you look at their kills, they're non-existent, but they're still higher netted than the co-op. So there it is, folks. It's like same thing. Every single replay that I watch of mid lane, whether it's Herald, 1K, 2K, 3K, 4K, 5K, all of them making the same mistake, but obviously on a different level. So yeah, don't really want to look at this game more because this is gonna keep happening. If you don't scale as a mid laner and then there's a guy on the enemy team who's doing that better than you, obviously you're gonna lose. Which Storm is in this case. Game crashed. Okay. Okay, now I gotta take like a small break. I gotta pee. After a done peeing, then we can move forward. Can do maybe 1 more hour, 1.5 more hours of this. BRB. Oh, oops. All right. So now we have. Wait. Okay. Done these three. Okay, I'm gonna do Mr. Sulal Asif. It's not loading. Seems like God does not want me to view your replay because not loading. Okay, why does it not load? Do you have another replay? Hello, my friend. Holy shit. When did she post? 8:10. Okay, actually, wait. Okay, yeah. I was second in line. After this one, it's your turn. Then we have Dragoncito. It's not loading. Do you give me another replay? Can I ask a couple of questions? Yes, you can. Till I get into this. Once I get into this, then I can't really answer questions. Brother, please wrap it up. If you don't have another replay, please let me know so I can move forward. Your mains are fine. I think Luna Jug are good. TB is also good. Like these heroes are strong. Strong. I mean, they're not weak at least. Luna I think is pretty good. Jug is also pretty good. TB is also pretty good. Can you help me understand the farming pattern of Peel from that? Farming pattern is not hero based or whatever. It's just like a general concept that you have to understand. If you understand it for one hero, you should be able to do it on every hero. Not hero based, and there's no set patterns that oh, I just follow this every game, because sometimes you won't be able to do that. So you need to like come up with a formula that you can use every game. I don't know what you're doing wrong with the hero is good. Probably doing something wrong. Really help with that, can I? Might be able to help with that if you join the next free coaching stream and you get priority as well. But I can't really say without looking. Wraith King offlane. Why do you post again and again? You can just push the ID here. I've already seen your post. I'm deleting like people posts that you got the ID. That's all I need. Wraith King offlane. Ah. Ratanchik. Okay. Well, this won't take long. Let's see, I'm guessing 0 aggro in lane. Yeah, you're after this, Nilo. Nilo. Okay. Early build, very bad, Mr. Wraith King. Why do you need like 4 armor? Why stats? Oh shit, this is a good wrap up. Good wrap up. I like this. Nice. That was good. That was better than Guardian level for sure. This, although. Okay, no. Oh, 4 aggro. Oh, taking free damage from creeps. Ratan need to really work on camera movement. Like your camera does not see anything. It just doesn't see anything. Okay, good aggro. Get the last hit. Okay. Get outside tower. Very nice. Impressive. Nice. Good stun. Good harass. Beautiful. But you missed 2 creeps because you overcommitted. Last hit's always first, guys. Fuck the harass. Good deny. Very nice. Aggro on range here. See? Missing a lot of, like, you have the wave on the best possible place, but you're missing a lot of last hits. And also, don't take Mortar Strike level 2, take Bone Guard. I just noticed that. And then one problem is that you spend too much time looking at the shop and buying your items. Add them to your quick buy and just like get it with the quick buy hotkey. You're wasting too much time and too many resources doing that. And just another tip for you, which I believe a lot of people don't know about, is this is a pretty good tip. I mean, it doesn't matter that much anymore because they give you some room. They made the game a bit easier, but here in this situation, you're going to see that Wraith King's Courier is coming with a boot and tangos. And in your inventory, would you rather want boots right now or your tangos? You would want boots, right? Because already full HP. So he gets the boot in his backpack and the tangos in his main inventory. So the way this works is that your courier will deliver. The priority is like different. This is gonna be delivered first over this one. So the last slot is delivered first. The other thing that you can do is that, which is like they made it easier, is that you can just literally swap it right now because it's not on cooldown for the first 5 seconds. But he's not doing that, so yeah. This is a tip for courier usage. Like sometimes you might want to have your blink. Like if you get like a blink and clarity, make sure that your blink is on the second slot, not the first one. Otherwise you'll miss that. Try to use your skellies, my friend. Have them for a reason, right? Skellies and Q. And yeah, I think you're doing aggro and holding the creeps outside tower decently well, but the problem is that you're missing too many last. And since you're missing too many free last and stuff, your net worth is gonna be lower. And like for example, you can use Bone Guard here and secure these creeps right now, but you're not gonna do that. And then even here, you could use Bone Guard and press Wraithfire Blast on the Lina and she would lose a lot of HP. So the way this works is that if you have skeletons and then you press your Q on someone, you're stunned. The skellies will follow the stun. Whoever you stun the target, basically. You can kind of control them like that. Wraith King offlane is a bad hero, by the way. Best to not play that. But yeah, you can aggro more here. Especially with phase boots, you should be aggroing a lot more. Going forward and stuff. But yeah, we haven't used Bone Guard at all so far. We could have used it like 3 times by now. Even now we're not using it. To like accelerate our farm. We're just never gonna use it, huh? We never use it. What's the point of this spell? Like here you could use it. Lina missed stun. Use Q on him. Okay, let's go. Skellies. First time. Took 10 minutes. But yeah, it's like you don't really have to be here. Yeah, you gotta spam Skellies off cooldown. Another thing that you can kind of do is that if you wanna be like efficient as Wraith King in terms of like your farming patterns, what you can do is that you can buy your own orbs and you can place it here. So it gives vision to your Skellies for both these camps. And then you can go here, press your Skellies, they will just go and farm this by themselves while you can stay in lane, or you can go here. Okay, let me see if you did that combo of Skellies into stun. But yeah, as you can see, Mr. PL has 23 denies, so it should not happen. And yep, you want to use Skellies first and then stun. You should be fine. And I'm... Wait, why are you not running away? What the fuck? Okay, just fed. But yeah, your net worth is really low. The reason why it's low is because PL mogged you in the lane. He denied everything, and you might not believe this, but part of the reason you have low lasses is because your camera actually never sees creeps. Most of the time. He's dead. You're also dead, but I guess this is worth. You got a lot of gold. You're buying Nullifier first item. What for? Guys, if you're like a new player and you don't know what to buy, just use a guide. Just use this. Just follow this, literally all of it. Because this Nullifier is pretty pointless and useless to buy. And we're not using Bone Guard at all to scale. People just don't like farming. I don't get it, guys. What's the problem with farming? Do you guys hate farming? Like, just play support. If you don't like farming, just play support. Like, please. Don't play core. It is that simple. Just play support. Enjoy life, you know, go fight people. $4,700 net worth at 15 minutes. Broski, we ain't. Hang on here. A lot of jogging. We're jogging on the map. Okay, we're dead. Someone abandoned. The thing that I would say you need to work on is like, I don't think you've been playing this game for a long time. I hope so. For a long time now. 2.5k games is even 2.5 games is still a decent amount. But like, your items tell me that you don't follow guides. So you're just buying the wrong stuff. Even your item build is wrong most of the time. That's first thing that you should change. The other thing that you should change is your camera movement. Just like, make sure your camera actually looks at what's important. Like in the lane, creeps are the most important. Like this PL has, like, you had the wave here for like half of the lane, right? Maybe even more. But PL still has 24 denies, which doesn't add up, right? is because you didn't get all of the creeps here, and the creeps that were here, you didn't look at them because your camera just wasn't there. Then after that, you want to use Bone Guard a lot. These skeletons will farm for you. That's the only way you farm on this hero. And since you're playing a core role, it so happens that you actually need to hit creeps, otherwise you're useless. Especially if you play Wraith King offlane, right? A really greedy hero, and you don't even farm on this hero. Then how will you impact the game? That your hero's not going to do anything. So we gotta change that. As a carry player, I really hate meeting offlane Wraith King. I think a lot of people shared the same opinion. It's kind of the same as me playing with the fucking Tinker, Invoker, Arc Warden mid. Just hate it. But the thing is, like in low MMR, it's fine to do this. You know why? Because none of these guys know how to farm. Like, no one has any farm. So it's like this whole fucking map is available for you to farm. So you should take advantage of it. But the thing is, like, people just don't want to learn how to farm. It's like I've made a billion videos on how to farm, and people still don't want to learn how to farm. Hooked situation. Anyways, we move on. Time for Drake's Hell. Drake's Hell? Drake's Hell. No, it doesn't make him okay. It's like his hero just dies really quick. It's not even like he doesn't really offer any team fight, and he needs a lot of farm to be useful. Which hero is this? Jug? It's a laning phase versus Viper. What could I have done better? Tier 5 Venom? Oh, by the way, guys, the first guy whose jug replay did not work. Just for information, try to get White Stone over Ring of Health, because with White Stone you can actually spam your Q and W. You don't need the regen. You coach supports. I coach every role, guys. All role, every role. We just did carry, offlane, mid, all three right now. Supports are welcome. It's not like if I'm like a 10, 11k player, if I have to coach support role who's like 5, 6k MR, I won't be able to help them. I will be able to help them. Because I have to play support too sometimes, you know? In this MMR. If I can play support role in this MMR without anyone calling me an account buyer, I'm pretty sure I can coach up to like at least 8, 9k. Like you see this? Baller line. Owning every lane. Axe, free lane. Mid lane, free lane. Every lane is free. The only lane that isn't free is where the line did not went. This Lich game as well. It's like Lich is owning whole game. He's like balling and shit. I found it's hard to balance farm and fight for hero that have low cooldown like Axe. Yeah, that's why you try to like farm early game on Axe. Get your Blade Mail Blink as soon as possible. Make use of it, and then another concept that a lot of people don't think about is the fact that the whole point of Axe is that if he's missing from the map, you can't really show. Like if you're like Jug and there's Axe missing from the map, you're scared to play lanes, even though that Axe might be just farming jungle. So you can kind of pose as, oh, I'm missing, I'm trying to gank you, but you're just hitting jungle creeps. They never know what you're doing. Is spamming and I guess, is spamming an important hero in the carry role important? Yes, it is. It makes you learn faster. You don't see my pinned post? Check the pinned post, my friend, and you will get the free Discord thingy, whatever. Okay, gotta watch laning phase of this game. Bratan is asking what could I have done better versus Viper in lane. I like early items. What I don't like is, I guess you didn't get enough gold for double branch. Yeah, you lost a lot of gold in the freaking phase. Gotta run away. I saw what you tried to do, and it's wrong. You basically tried to aggro these creeps as soon as the lane got here, which is wrong. I've talked about this in a lot of my shorts and videos as well. It so happens to be that you're fortunate you were outside of aggro range, so it didn't work. But ask yourself, why do I need to aggro right now? If you don't aggro right now, do you miss a last hit? You don't, right? Because it's full HP. Wait for this wave to be a bit further ahead in the lane. And wait for these creeps to actually be in last hit range. Because if you aggro right now, these 3 creeps on your range, your 3 creeps are gonna go on the enemy's range. And as a result, what's going to happen is you will have to tank these creeps outside of your tower for a long period, right? And you will lose a lot of HP, while Viper can just like juggle with them around here because it's a longer lane for him while it's a shorter lane for you. Given that you don't want to bring it inside the tower. If you bring it inside the tower, then this lane will push here, and if the lane gets to this point, you cannot lane. This is why you don't want to aggro. And then if you think that, oh, Viper can just aggro it anyway, so let him. That's better than you aggroing. I think playing a bit too defensively. Another thing that a lot of people don't understand is that, like, yes, this is a hard matchup, right? This is a really hard matchup. Vipers is going to cook us, but when it comes to going for a last hit or a deny in front of a hero that is like significantly stronger than you and can harass you, you have to think about 2 things. Like, do you think this Viper would prefer harassing you over denying your creeps, or would prefer harassing you over last hitting his own creep? Very unlikely. If he does that, then he's just bad. Similar to the Viper game where the Viper was constantly harassing the Husker rather than denying the creeps, right? It's like they have to think about, you will get one thing. You will either get the last hit, or you won't get harassed by the Viper. You will get one of these 2 things. He can't do both at the same time because he can only hit once. So you can actually go forward if you want. Like here, I think you should, like, it's like, another concept that is important to understand is that while this is a situation where you're thinking to yourself like, oh fuck, like I can't really hit a creep. Like in this situation, you need to aggro, right? Because the lane's already pushing into them, so that's the best thing that you can do, so you can at least get something and then you guys pull. But you're too scared to go forward because you don't want to get harassed. But the thing that you're not thinking about is the fact that you will have to trade some of your HP to do this. Why? Because if you don't do this, you're not going to get anything in this lane. So you have like 2 tangos. After some point, you will also get healing wards. So you should be willing to trade some of your HP to let this happen. And worst case scenario, you can just spin. But you're not going to go forward at all. And they're going to deny everything, which is like worse. You will get this one probably. Oh, Viper fed. Nice. You get boots on level 2. Now your lane should be relatively better. You should try to pull. Okay, nice. It's good. But you should not be here. Fuck, don't let them pull. Village, don't pull. Okay, nice. Very good. Very good. Stabilized because the Viper was an idiot. I would use healing. I feel like you guys have a timing at level 3. Like you see again here, we have boots. Viper does not, right? These are like small things that matter a lot. You have boots, Viper does not. Viper's going for the Lotus. This is your invitation to aggro these creeps and just like bring them away from them. When you do that, they can't really harass you. You have Healing Ward for the worst case scenario, and you have Blade Fury for the worst case scenario. But you're just like giving it up. Not good. It's like you're playing a bit too defensive. It's like you have stuff on the table that you're not taking. I think Viper can die maybe, but maybe. Yes, Healing Lotus. When are we gonna use this Healing Ward? Who's dead? But yeah, having 8 last hits is not ideal. You should have had much more. A bit too scared. Okay, you spun. Now you can't go to the lane. Yep. This is like the biggest thing wrong in this lane. Is that even in scenarios like, for example, you go forward and you go back. This is exactly what you have to do every single time. He does not. He has boots now, but he didn't have before. You're like much faster than him. Yep, they can't kill you. You don't want to fight here. No way you fight here. Yep, you just fight. You can't fight without Blade Fury. Like Viper kind of like destroyed his own lane by feeding. After that, you just had to like use your body a bit. Like even here, it's like, what is this? It's like, why are we going here? Why not aggro here? What is he gonna do to you? Full HP, full mana. Aggro. Aggro again. Get some free lasses. So you're like missing too many free lasses, which you can get. See? So you can get a lot more in this lane than you think. And also don't get gloves on Jug. Get Band of Elven Skin. Aggro. Aggro. It's like, this is the whole point of aggro. This is like the best example of aggro. It's like the whole point of aggro is to bring the creeps to a position where they can't contest you. Okay? So if you go here, they can harass you. Why? Because you're in their attack range. This is his attack range. They can harass you. But if you stay here and aggro creeps here, he can't harass you here. So you go forward, right? And then instantly getting punished. Half HP already lost. But if you just like aggro the creeps, they can't do anything. Even here, go here and aggro. What is he gonna do? Hit you once, that's it? And I also like panicking too much. It's like, make sure you're in aggro range when you go in. Otherwise, you're just taking free damage for no gain. And you're also not using your spin to farm. And this is the thing, you got like Ring of Health on your courier, but you should get Void Stone and you should just spam spin. Spam spin every wave, every camp, everything you see. Yep, you're not using spin at all, which is making you lose a lot of HP. You get this way, you see like you lost all your mana, so you need the Void Stone. And after that, this is fine, like you farm wave, you farm side camps. Do you see Viper top? Okay, you see him, so you can't really go forward. Like here, where's our courier? Like if you had Void Stone, you could have like spun here as well. Now you're kind of free. Okay, here basically. Okay, here in this position. Viper. Where the fuck is Viper? He's farming ancient. If Viper didn't show here, it's safe to assume you can't go forward. But if Viper shows bottom, you should go more for the next wave. Yeah, you did. Because Viper didn't show and you stayed for too long. Cannot stay for too long in front of a Viper. You might have spin, but look at your HP and look at the fact that his ult goes through BKB. Like, it's I mean, it's kind of crazy that you actually got away with that wave. But what's crazier is that you're staying for the siege creep. Like, you have no information on Viper since the last 2 minutes. He could be anywhere. So you can just TP and ult you, and you just die. Siege creep is always a bait, guys. It doesn't offer you anything. It gives you 60 gold, but it takes a shit ton of time to farm, which means you show in a wave for a longer period of time, and the more you show on a wave, the more likely you will die. Because it gives the enemy a lot of time and a lot of info on you that they can use to just kill you. Get it? Greed has no bound. The thing is, it's not even good greed. It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get a siege creep, but if you just farm like a small camp, you get the same amount of gold. Except that on the small camp, you won't die. If you farm this large camp instead of that siege creep in the same amount of time, you get more gold. Even the greed factor is not measured properly. Like, if you want to be greedy, at least be greedy in a good way, you know? And you always get winless after Battle Fury. But yeah, I guess that was your main question, right? About how to lane Viper. Itemization tip later in the game. I would go Butterfly. Third item. Viper's gonna right click a lot. Lark is gonna right click a lot. Silencer is also right click. I think Manta, Butterfly, Axe, Blink. Standard build, really. Don't need much. Butterfly helps you scale, gives you a lot of damage, does a lot of things for you in this game. Standard build is fine in this game. What is the time? We did a lot of replays today. That's pretty cool. What is the normal Battlefield timing? I mean, I feel like anything above 13 is bad. Anything below 13 is super good. 13 is good. Anything above that is just a feels bad, at least for me. So I try to not let that happen. Do you have any other questions, Milo? Laning feels hard. It's like I'm seeing all of these replays, and all of these replays have insane laning mistakes, and all of these laning mistakes are basic fundamentals. Like, it's creep equilibrium, understanding aggro, and raw last hitting capability. It's literally just these three things. Can't hear you? That's cap. You definitely can't hear me. Audio is very muffled, or mic is disconnected? You have to be kidding me. No way. Let me see. It's not true. There's no way. Refresh, guys. Never mind, stream is getting cooked a bit on Twitch. How do I fix the Twitch stream? I will do one more replay and that's it. Then I'm done. Oh, refresh, guys. Twitch stream is back on. Okay, who do we have next? We have I mean, first of all, are any of you here who have posted a few days ago? Not today? JK Lay, Divide, I don't know, Artis, Pepsi. How do we go forward? I think the next guy in line is Kukar 3x. Kukar 3x, are you here? It is possible, yes. You get good amount of lasses in lane and you're just having a freebie. Which is back up. Guys, I have to ask you. If you guys got like 24, basically 6 replay review group classes a week, 6. So 6, like 1 every day, so every 6, so basically 6 days in a week. So total of 24 classes. Would you be interested in that? I mean, it will be paid because I'll hire some coaches. I will myself do it as well, but there will be other coaches as well. Some really high ranked players. Twitch stream is just like bugging. It's bugging hard. Which one is you, my friend? Oh, sorry. Mentioned that. Chaos Knight offline. Chaos Knight offline. Lihat. $24 classes, you crazy? I mean, it's like you don't really have to attend all of them. It's gonna be different time zones as well, so that everyone can join. You know, like one class is gonna be EU time zone, one is gonna be NA time zone, one is gonna be C Australia friendly, that everyone can get something. And it's gonna be like replay reviews mainly, because that's like the most helpful for everyone. And a lot of them would be on the weekend, so that you don't really have to miss them. And it will be like limited so that we don't have a lot of people in the classes, because then it's like in an hour you're doing like 10 minutes per person, which is not good. Fix my fucking stream. Give me a second, I'm restarting the Twitch stream. heli. Should be good on Twitch now. Alright, we have CK offlane. CK offlane. The item seems fine. Lane should be easy as well. I don't think Faceless Void really does much to your hero. You can actually kill them. Like if this Disruptor 5, you have a lot of ways to kill him. I would just say that maybe going like Wand Quelling is not the play anymore. It's better to go Quelling, basically these three Fairy Fire and Tangos. And you just like don't upgrade your stick unless it's like a really good Wand lane. And then you just straight up buy treads. Lane went super easy? Yeah, it should be easy. What the fuck? That was not good. I mean, this trade is not good. Give away the free kill. Okay, so when you... What's your MMR? Okay. So when you aggro, try to understand how aggro works. You see, like, this is a basic, right? When it comes to aggro, the creeps have a chase distance and time. If the creeps manage to hit you, they will stop chasing you. So your goal right now is to bring these creeps from this position onto your range, right? If you stand on the range and aggro, they will chase for a longer time because they can't actually reach you. But if you aggro from this position here, what happens? They just hit you and they just stop moving. You see? So what you wanted didn't happen. So always aggro from the max range. Again, same thing you did. And it doesn't work out. And then if this lane is here, Void will really suffer. You see, again, you're constantly doing the same aggro mistake again and again, which is pushing your lane. You want to know why it's pushing your lane? Because it doesn't end up going on the range creep, right? The thing that you're trying to do. And the other thing is that, oh, I'm constantly aggroing the enemy creeps, so they stop attacking, right? So when they like stop attacking, that means your creeps are attacking, which means the lane automatically pushes into the enemy because their creeps are just literally not attacking. So now you have level 2. This is really poor. Okay, so you see the situation. You see Mirana super low HP level 1, right? Right? Low HP probably 1 hit. You have Reality Rift. So, and you have this huge wave of creeps that you can act as if they're a shield. The tower won't hit you unless these creeps are dead or unless you do something stupid inside the tower like right clicking the enemy. So what you should do in this situation is like try to understand that Miranda cannot contest you. If she tries to do it, you will kill her with the Reality Rift, right? She's level 1. She does not have leap, okay? We know that. So if I go here, I can deny all of these creeps in front of the Void because he can't do anything. And Mirana can't 1v2 me. But we stand here and do nothing, give this entire wave to Void for free. While Mirana is low HP. Again, same thing here. So, a punishing opportunity that we missed. Okay, now this guy... Now you have to understand how this hero works. This guy has only level 1 Q, right? Which has a big cooldown. So if he steps forward right now, Lina has stun, Q, you have stun. You can stun him if he comes forward. If he doesn't, I'm just gonna ask you, what are you doing wrong here? What do you think? It's like, I'll tell you the situation real quick. Void does not have his Q. Okay? He doesn't have his Q. Which means that he doesn't want to be near you because you guys have a lot of damage and a lot of stuns. So he feels like he will die, so he can't approach this wave. And the other thing is that this wave is much bigger than your wave, which means that this lane is never going back to the void unless he pulls. But he can't pull. Why can't he pull? Because this camp is blocked. So he has basically no options to use, and he will just basically automatically lose this lane right now. But what do? Instead of letting this range creep get killed basically, this range creep, you tank all of the creeps. And when you aggro all of the creeps on yourself, you end up... So this is a pull, this is fine, but look at what's happening. You have the perfect position where the wave will never go back to the void, and you have double his last hits. And now the only way this void can play the game without dying is if the wave somehow gets back to him. So how does the wave go back to him is if you do things like this. Oh, I'm going to aggro all of these creeps on myself so they stop hitting my creeps. And as a result, my lane will push. It's like you're going on the enemy, but you have to try to understand that they actually cannot die. And now you have a double range. Now that because this double range happened, what happens? Triple range, whole wave pushing into the enemy. He's happy. Like this lane should have never went ahead of this point. Like if I was this CK and this situation was presented to me, Void would never see another last hit. He would never see another last hit because he just simply can't. I'm much stronger than him. And as long as this camp is blocked, they can't do shit. So this is like laning things. Again, we're pushing this lane. Why? Why did we not hold this wave here, wait for this wave to come, and then just like keep the lane static here? Why are we pushing this? Here's the thing. Most people don't realize that the position of the lane matters so much. It's like you could have had a double wave of the enemy, but now there's a double wave of yours. The Void is like, oh shit, free last hits, guys. Lane's also pushing to me, so I don't really give a shit, you know? Triple range again. Because we're not doing anything about it. This is how like the laning phase is just like completely cooked. Anyways, I'm gonna go forward. Okay, actually never mind. See this. So you're gonna go on this guy and he pressed Q. Again. Right? Again. Now we have a double wave on him. Why are we not aggressive? Stun him. Stun him. Press your stick. Reality rift him. Stun him. Q him. Do whatever you like and then kill him. He doesn't have Q. He used Q again. So we're going on Mirana who has leaps. Not on this guy who doesn't have leap. And then if we kill him here, we probably get this tower as well because of the siege creep. If we're to request, there's a replay analysis section on the Discord. But yeah, anyways, we have 25 lasses. Void has 23, so kind of like your lane actually didn't go well. Like Void is happy in this lane. Just pushing this lane non-stop onto the Void, so he's just happy. He is just happy. He's a happy man. Then also at some point it's like basically once you get like level 6, what you want to start doing is that you just use it off cooldown. Use it off cooldown, use it to farm side camps, use it to pressure, it's up to you. But use it off cooldown and use it to do something. For example, you can use it here and pressure this tower and maybe even kill him. He dies anyway, but you can like stick and use it right now. And then farm side camps because it's like it will come back. It will come back, so just use it. It would have been back by now if you used it before. So you're not using it. Like every hero in the game has a way to scale. This hero's way of scaling is using Phantasm. Okay? Wraith King's way of scaling was Bone Guard. This is Kelly's. Like every hero has spell or something that helps them scale, but we haven't used this once. We're like preserving this for nothing. Like right now you should use it, pressure this tower or farm some side camp. But we're not using it as if it has like a really big cooldown. It doesn't. It's only 85 seconds cooldown, and I think they made it less now, I think. Yeah, they buffed it. This replay is old, but they buffed it basically. In the new patch, so it's even better. But the point is that you got this like 4 minutes ago. You could have used this 3 times by now and made use of it. And the other thing is that since we're not using this and we're not farming side camps, we're just farming slower. And if we farm slower on this hero, then you know what that means, brother. You will scale worse. And if you scale worse, then eventually you will fall off in the game. And then in terms of like items, I think in this game you don't buy Echo Saber. Like try to understand how their heroes work, right? Oh, they have one guy who has a leap. They have another guy who has a leap. They have one guy who can press Goat Shout, so I can't hit him. So it's kind of like their spells allow them to escape from you, right? This guy can't really do much, but he's like super tanky. So it's like, if I buy Echo Saber, it's likely that it won't be enough for me to just like kill them. But if you get like Orchid here, it's like much better. It actually helps you kill the enemy. Or you could just buy Manta. If you buy Manta here, you can just use it to scale infinitely. But I see you not even using Phantasm, so I just doubt you would use that either. So you were testing Saber? Okay. Oh, you disconnected. He disconnected. But yeah, I haven't seen you use Phantasm. You've only used Phantasm once in this game. That is just being wasted. Like you can send illusions to farm waves, farm side camps, so you can be farming 2 places at the same time. But we're not. You see, like you're getting outscaled by the Night Stalker because he's constantly pressing Midas and his Midnight Feast. Because of that, he has a lot of net worth. And this Void has almost the same losses as you do. The Phantasm needs to be used so that you actually can farm faster. You're just farming too slow right now. Buying Basher, holy shit. Yeah, this build is ass. Build is like mostly gonna be Armlet, Orchid, Blink, Shard, stuff like that. But yeah, you're too poor. Should be like much higher net worth. You're slowly gonna fall off because you're not gonna use Phantasm to farm, right? So if you don't use it to farm, then eventually you will just fall off. That's the name of the game. Look at this fucking Night Stalker's net worth. He's balling. He just bought a Midas and he's spamming E. I mean, he's also out CSing you somehow. Not somehow, it's just that not using Phantasm to farm is such a waste. And yeah, don't try to change the build. The build is... like this build that you're doing doesn't give you any attack speed. Doesn't really give you any kill potential either. Orchid gives you a lot of attack speed, can be upgraded into Bloodthorn later, gives you a lot of damage, gives you ways to kill the enemy. At the very minimum, you should be using level 1 Phantasm to just farm. Level 2, maybe you can be a bit conservative, but if you have like Shard, then you don't really care. But now you're like farming a bit better than before, but even then we're not using Phantasm. Like your hero is still pretty strong, but just imagine for a second that right now instead of like 11,000 net worth, you had around 13, 14,000. Basically one more item, and you actually spend that gold buying the good stuff, you know? Heart, Blink, Orchid, stuff like that. It will make a lot of difference. I can't really do other replays right now because there's a backlog. I have to fill the backlog first before doing more. So next coaching stream, you can just pray that most people don't show up and yours just get there first. But yeah, Phantasm not being used. I feel like the parts of the map that you're playing, like playing their side, is very good. Like that's the correct approach. Because when you play greedy offlaners and you have to understand a few things is that as an offlaner you have the third least priority when it comes to like farming, right? So in that case you can't really take safe farm from the map. You have to take the dangerous farm from the map. And if you're doing that well, then you're like doing something really right. The only problem is that you're not doing it fast enough. Next stream is Saturday. Not sure, but it will be either Saturday or Sunday. But it will be announced on my Discord. Keep the notifications on. I always announce it like 2-3 days before I schedule it. I'm like fast forwarding it, but it's like you see the issue, right? We like fell off really hard actually. Like, okay, so look at this. 25 minutes 11k, 31 minute, sorry, where are we right now? 31 minute 12.7. In 6 minutes we farmed around 1600 gold. Not good. Like your GPM just says it for itself, 400. People don't farm max. You need to do some farm max. Like look at this fucking idiot on Necro actually. He has Radiance and he has 182 assets. What was this guy doing in the game? People just don't hit creeps. It's crazy. Like the game is literally about resources, guys. There's a reason they put like a bajillion camps in the game. There's a reason why there's like so many waves. It's there for you to take. Like they're giving you food, but you're purposely starving yourself. Don't starve yourself. It's like every single replay we watch is the same thing. Different roles, same thing, same laning mistakes, same farming mistakes, and just in general like learning how to be like fat. It's like if you play the core role, you need to understand how to be like strong, how to farm. Like you're losing this game because the enemy Void and the enemy Night Stalker is just considerably out farming everyone in the game. That's the only thing they're doing right. I would even say that you might be better at them at playing the map, but you're significantly worse at farming, which is why it's like no matter how strong you are in terms of like playing the map, if you're like 10,000 gold behind them, it's not gonna matter. Just hitting creeps, can we get ancient or divine? Yes, you can. I think so. If you know how to hit creeps really well. And by that I mean, wait. Basically this, kind of like this. Like you need to be so good at hitting creeps that you can replicate something like this. 0 deaths and then 30 minutes 400 assets. Now obviously some heroes won't be able to do 400, but a lot of heroes in Dota can do it. So like if this guy is like Archon 5, if he does this every single game, he'll be divine in basically no time. He'll win so much, he'll be like, what the fuck's going on? But you know, as you go up, right, the game gets more difficult. People will try to kill you, so there's a lot of nuances. Like you have to dodge gangs, you have to do all sorts of different stuff in the game to make sure that you're scaling. But in low MMR, no one really wants to kill you, no one really wants to do anything. You will just basically walk and die to the enemy. So it's like, maybe don't do that. Like no one's really forcing you to fight and just feed in low MMR games. You have complete freedom on hitting creeps. Just hit them. Like literally. Like I have a student who I also made a short on, but basically this guy. So he was Archon 1 when we started coaching, right? I taught him how to farm as Luna, right? And if we go a bit down, right? He started losing here, but like if you look at his win streaks, you'll be like, what the fuck's going on? Like he wins a lot simply off of farming. Because he farms better than everyone else in his bracket. And he also does a few more things better as well, but he's just like gaining MMR. Can you win this game? I feel like you can win any game. Like, guys, I'll give you a really simple tip and simple practice. If you ask your, like, if you feel like, oh, my Slark is like trash because he's like 1-9, so I can't really win this game. Ask yourself this for a second that, okay, if instead of B, like if instead of like me playing the CK, if it was Pain playing CK, or if it was like a 10k MMR, a 7k MMR player CK in this bracket, right? What is this MMR? It's 2000, 1000, right? It's 1000. So if some 5k player or 6k player, 7k player, or like any pro player was playing in place of you, do you think he would give a shit about this Lark being 1-9? Do you not think that he would be like so fat and so far ahead that he would just shit stomp everyone? That's like the easiest practice to keep yourself grounded. It's like at your level, the game is just super easy to 1v9. So when you think about these things like, oh, I will get, like my team is trash, it's like, no, your team's not trash. They're not. It's like, even if they're trash, you can still carry them easily. Anyways, do you have any questions for this game? Mr. What was your name? Ukar 3x. Any tips for bottom trends? Just watch the VOD of this YouTube stream. Just please watch the VOD. Like these type of questions are very vague and serve no purpose. Any tips for bottom trench? Like, what do you want me to say? Like, practice the basics. Watch coaching sessions that I do related to your MMR bracket and see whether you have the same issue, because you will have the same issue. Because in front of you guys, I did 2 mid replays, same mistake, different brackets, very similar mistakes. I did a bunch of other replays, different brackets, different rules, same laning mistakes, same farming mistakes. So it just tells you something. No, it's not about you making space. Like, I'll tell you personally how I would play this game as CK, okay, guys? Okay, I would stomp this lane really hard. So I would have a head start. I would probably have like 5.5, 6k net worth to begin with. Minute 10, right? And I would buy a fucking Midas. I would buy a Midas first item. Then I would get Armlet and I would get Manta, right? And I would like keep scaling. I'll spam my illusions, I'll spam my ult, and I'll just keep farming, right? Because I know for a fact that I can solo carry this game. They don't really have a lot of AoE damage outside of Necro, and I know Necro is like a complete bot who has no items, right? So I'm gonna have around 13, 14,000 net worth at 20 minutes because I'm just like farm maxing, playing as greedy as I can without giving a shit about what my team is doing. And then when I have like 14,000 at 20 minutes, and everyone else is gonna be like, what? Like this Void is gonna have like 7,000 because he will lose this lane much harder, right? This guy might have 10 ticket, like, but then I'm like double net worth everyone else. I'll buy this Bloodthorn, I'll buy this Silver Edge, and then since I have like superior map awareness, I will find them on the map and keep killing. Then I will just like win the game off of that. It's like at this point of the game, I would have 250 last hits, not 112. Like that is the difference. It's like if I had to smurf in a lower MMR bracket and I was playing off lane, I'd play greedy as fuck. That's just how it is. Because I know there's like so much farm in the game, and then I can just use that to win the game. And if I had to play support in low MMR, I would pick heroes like Skywrath, Hoodwink, heroes that can scale towards the late game and actually kill heroes solo, you know? Or heroes that can clear waves. Because in low MMR, people just don't utilize farm. Like I press like W here, like look at the lasses. Everyone's like, no one's even close to 150. What if the team is actually trying to fight, but they're feeding it? Brother, no matter how much my team feeds, there's no way the enemy can have 14,000 net worth at 20 minutes. No matter how much even if one guy in my team is just like walking down, they still can't do it. If you farm well enough. Like I showed you this example, right? The Quap game that we did today. Quap had 9 kills, 20 minutes. Storm had 2. And Storm was higher net worth than the Quap. So that just tells you that kills are kind of like overrated. I will join fights that I will feel like do not really waste my time. It's like, oh, if I'm like farming here, right, and they're like diving somewhere here, I will TP in, get a kill, and then go back to farm. Like, I didn't waste my time doing all of that. streamer mode. Gotta end. Where the fuck is streamer? Is farm, guys, it is about farm. How do people not understand this? I've been preaching this shit for like 5 years. No, not 5 years, maybe too long, but like 3 years. 3 years, guys. Please learn to farm. Like, they're winning because they're higher net worth than you. That's the only reason. But did they get it off kills? That doesn't matter. It's like, this guy in my Discord basically said I had good farm, but I can't win. Hero TA. I'm kind of confused actually. What is this guy? He does have good farm. You guys want to know why he lost this game? He lost this game because TB also has good farm. And the other thing is that TB counters his hero really hard. And the other problem is that, like, not a problem, but a positive thing for this guy is that if you keep doing this every game, like, you can't win every game, right? You can't win 10 out of 10, but if you do this 10 out of 10 games, you will win at least 7, which is good for you. It's like, if you play 100 games, and out of that 70 games, you won 70% of your games, you're gonna gain a lot of MMR. Like, don't try to win every game. This game, you're countered, right, by this guy. The other thing is that this guy has a Radiance, but he did not buy MKB. And this guy also has a lot of armor, so MKB is generally good. He might buy Butterfly, but yeah, if you're like countered and the counter has almost the same farm as you will lose the game. You won 1 out of 10 of my last games? Did you have the same farm in all of those games? Top net worth doesn't matter. It matters how far ahead you are. Like, in this case, this top net worth is non-existent. You see why, right? It's only 400 goals. It doesn't matter. Top net worth and being significantly ahead are two different things. If you're ahead by 2 gold, then it don't matter, bros. Toxic hazard. You are saying you're struggling even after hitting your timings. You're a herald, right? Want to see whether you actually hit your timings. The timings in question, by the way. 15-minute fury. This is the timing in question. You are not meeting your timings. You're also buying the wrong items. Just follow a guide, and your timings are not good. Your net worth is lower than the enemy's highest net worth. Even at 30 minutes, you're getting out net worth by fellow heralds. If you're getting out net worth by fellow heralds, then you deserve to be in herald. It is that simple. So you're not getting your timings. I had to go Orchid for Qual. Broski, that don't matter. Just turn your brain off, follow a guide. Don't really do anything more. And your timings are not meeting. Like, in your head, it feels like, oh, I got good timings, but these are like awful timings. Like, guys, the job is very simple. The job is, you see this? You see this 10.2? You need to be 11 or 12. You see this 15.8? You need to be 18. Okay? And why does this matter? I'll show you why. Okay, so let's just say I'm playing Necrophos, right? I go to like performance. I go from Herald. Let's just say an average Herald at 20 minutes has 7.4k net worth. I had 8.9, so I'm playing like a complete bot. But an average Herald at 7.4, Guardian has 8, Crusader has 8.4. As you go up, you will see that, oh, it's going up, you know? That just tells you the better the players are, the more net worth they have. Archon 8.7, Legend 8. Like Legend has more net worth than I do, by the way, and this is probably their best performance. And Ancient is 9.1, and then Divine is 9.5. And this game, I was having the worst possible game ever, right? And even then, I have the same net worth as a Divine. It's like you might be thinking, like I would have won this game if my net worth wasn't 9.6 here. It was like 12 or 13. This game would have been over. There's a reason I lost this game. How do I get good net worth if I'm not a flash farmer and get out of lane early? Well, one is that if you don't pick a flash farmer, then at least your laning should be good. Your hero should be good in lane. Otherwise, don't pick that hero. Fix your lane then. Don't get booted out of the lane. Or just pick a flash farmer. One of the two things need to happen. You're just basically talking about a scenario that is like unplayable. I'm not doing more replays, guys. It's like looking over some misconceptions that I'm seeing in chat. Oh, I have good timing, but I lost. But the thing is, you did not have good timing. Isn't lane also dependent upon your plus 5? Not always. Like, if you play the lane to perfection, sometimes it doesn't matter if your 5 is bad. In like really high MMR, it depends a lot. If you're like super high MMR, then the enemies are actually good and your 5 is bad. But in low MMR, the enemy opponents are as bad as your plus 5. So you can kind of do something with that. Top 5 hard carry this patch, it's the same shit. It's LD, it's Kez, Tiny, Shadow Fiend, maybe Drow, or maybe Wind Ranger. Luna? Is it good idea, Luma, to play on enemy non-safe camps? The thing is, dangerous camps are called dangerous for a reason, right? But when you're like strong enough to farm them, they are suddenly not dangerous. So it's about, do you feel like you're strong enough and no one can bother you? Like if like the Viper replay was a good example. It was like, oh, if Viper has Mace Slayer and he just stands in between this jungle, no one can kill him. So suddenly it's not dangerous to be there. It's fine. But if he doesn't have Mace Slayer, enemy has levels, he will just feed, so then it's dangerous. Your mic has a constant hum when you speak. That's probably my computer. I have to deal with it. Guys, I turned off my fucking fan for this. I feel like I should invest in a new mic that is like better. Maybe I'll do that in the future. What's a good counter for Kez as hard carry? I think EA is pretty good. I feel like once Kez is caught, he just dies. So a lot of like hard carries are pretty, like TB is pretty good versus him. Medusa is I think good. High armor heroes. TA has a shield, right? So she's decent. Anyways, I think I'm done for today, guys. Thank you for coming in. 3-hour stream. We did a bunch of replays. If you want to join the next stream and want your replays reviewed, please make sure to join my Discord. Inside the Discord, you will see a replay analysis section. Post there. I will also announce when the next stream is going to be on the Discord, so you can be aware. And the way it works is that the people who have posted inside the Discord and are also present on the stream, they get priority over everyone else. So if they're not present, then we take people from the chat. Otherwise, we didn't. All right. Thank you for coming in, and I'll see you guys on Monday with pubs. And for the coaching stream, I'll see you guys next weekend.